Hello, YouTube land! Check your clocks because it's amateur rubber time. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we were in court. We cross-examined Angel Star. Apparently, she's been lying about where she was the whole time, and she has like a biased thing towards prosecutors. We confirmed that today in court, but apparently we're not finished with court yet, because I guess the second day of court, it's a trial former and a trial latter, so I guess there's a part 2 to this court session. So we're not investigating yet. We're still in the courthouse with your boy Phoenix and Emma and Lana and everyone else. I don't know about what's happening with Angel Star yet, but I think she's left the stand or something like that. So I'm here to find out what's going on in this trial ladder, I should say. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Leave a like for Phoenix Wright, leave a like for Rise of the Ashes, leave a like for everything Phoenix Wright, because this game is so cool. Because I don't know what's gonna happen next, because apparently we're not done with court yet. I didn't even know that. I thought we were still in investigations or something like that. But here we are, February 23rd, 11:56 a.m., District Court, defendant lobby number 2. As always. So, what's going on?
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. Oh yeah, we did find a piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh god, it's the cowboy. Hola, partner. Hey, Jake Marshall. They say you show a red claw to a bull and it fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home range locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
And drinking his whiskey? You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
All the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you just gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh, wait! Thank you, Officer Marshall. That's just what I needed to calm my nerves. Some good old ribs on the grill. Alright, back in the court. I'd like to resume... What's going on? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be! This can't happen!
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, what did happen?
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable!
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Oh, this is someone else. Excuse me. Knock knock.
Who's that?
Come on. Oh, who are you? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Okay.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
It got hotter.
Who on earth is he?
He's not even speaking. What's going on?
Ah, it's you.
Who? What is happening right now? He's not talking. Oh my god, dude. What was that? Oh, so I don't even... Man, what should I do for him? We'll see. We'll play it out. Oh, I gotta see more of his, like, personality. Oh. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Okay, so maybe he's like an old man, but with like a young attitude, I guess. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days?
Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy, Udgy. My boy, you have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Rado, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about a little word that giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police?
He's the chief of police? Oh, chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Him? Stop staring at me like that. You got hungry eyes. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Oh, and little Worthy's car, no less. Awkward silence. He just whips out something like, it's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. You just pull it out of nowhere, just rando silence. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Ooh. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. He did the thing. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel, but you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
So everything's his fault, basically.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yeah, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Come on. But I'm gonna cut my fingy. I don't want that. I am not doing this, by the way. Alright, switchblade knife. Let's see what we got here. SL9 too. I just saw that right in the bat.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
Huh. Okay, so let's press that button then. Boop. Knife.
Ah, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood? Could be. Who'd break a knife? Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Okay.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
Okay, so he's a little energetic, dude. Department in disorder. Oh, he's testifying.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
So a detective died at their place too?
There was a murder in the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Hudgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
So is it Detective Goodman that died also?
Order!
Anyway, we at the department are all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in this middle of top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Okay. What do we even ask? We don't even know if it was Detective Goodman. I was just throwing out the bat there. Knife is special. I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Alright, we'll just press it. Excuse me, special?
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Rado, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
Okay, unless there's evidence between to prove a connection, I don't know that. Hold it. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department that I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Rado. Maybe there's something about that knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how are things down at the department? Let's see. So I guess Phoenix is onto something with this statement. So we'll try it. Let me go ahead and save first, because that's always a given. Right. Not this one. Alright, evidence. Something that had him stumped all this time. Not the shoe. I don't even know, actually. I gotta look back. So, phone. Not the phone. Note. Oh, snap. Okay, hold on a sec. I just figured it out. The thing's upside down. I'm turning my head. It's SL9, but it's 67X. Okay, this is what's got him stumped. Objection. I just saw that just now. Wait a second.
At last, an honest to goodness objection.
This knife This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Aha! And honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12, 2?
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up, but turn it around and what do you get? SL9, 221.
Uh-huh.
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
So it has to be related.
Order. Well, Chief?
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing? That's it? Oh.
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Hold it. I guess we're still cross-examining. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe at Edward's car. Okay. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Okay. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. What a mess. What about that? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, Righto.
I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Where the victim was found, when the victim died, how was the victim killed? I already know it was 5:15. Where was he found, and how was he killed? Well, I guess obvious, it was by a knife. So, where was he found? So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? He did?
This knife was in evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Okay. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Okay. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. But you just did link it, didn't you? Hold on. So how do I connect them? Objection! It's the knife. Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Okay, it's wrong. Nope. Okie doke. So what do I do now? Maybe I gotta press it. Hold it. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number and the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
God, the silence. Say something.
You two make a good pair.
Oh my god.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially? Over here playing with his hair.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Oh my god. What? Really?
Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Why not? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You had to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's division, victim's ID number, victim's gender. What about ID number? I got an ID in my court record. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is...
What's the number? Tell me the number.
5842189.
Alright, let me go check my... Oh, come on. So it was Detective Goodman, so I was right. How did this dude die in 2 places? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
8, 2, I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. This tells me something. How? Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
This. Witness. Happy boy.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Ratto. Personal IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. Yes,
This means what exactly?
huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with 82... I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this... He died in 2 places. Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh! Sharp as a tack, right? Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Yes. Why? Why?
Order! Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is why I didn't hear about this. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or did you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Let me play with my hair a little bit. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How? How dare...
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you that news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, I thought that was Phoenix. Wait, aha! Oh, it was that police dude that came in. Yeah, this guy.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Oh.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then cold stare, hungry eyes again. Say something, God.
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to this case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job. No.
No!
Dang, poor Edgeworth.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of diligence on my part.
But Mr. Edgeworth,
please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I know, I actually do feel bad for him.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Alright, so we're done with court. To be continued. Huh. We can go on for a little longer, I'd say. It don't go hurt nobody. So let's go. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. Boop. So now we're on the investigation. Okay. Guy.
Worthy, Righto, Udgy, play with my hair, awkward stares.
Basically with Damon Gant.
Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Well, they're awesome, I'll admit. Those are really cool glasses. Let's go! Science awaits us! Even if it is for girls. Like, those are pretty flashy glasses. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There hasn't been a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Oh yeah, they did mention that. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water and that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. With me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Right? Here, look, I lent you these glasses. Oh, I can wear them then. Huh? You got an extra pair of those things? Whoa, everything got red. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray up. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Oh my god, everything turned red. Dude, I'm in a virtual boy. This is what this is. Spray. Wait. Spray everything. Ooh, found something. God, it really is like looking in a virtual boy. That is awesome. I always wanted a virtual boy, I really do. Just like the Game & Watch. Ooh. I can see your eyes shiny behind those glasses. So, this is a blood stain. It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? The bloodstain's location, the amount. I don't know, the amount? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. Okay, everything went back to color. Sorry for anyone whose eyes like started to hurt or something like that. I apologize. Not my fault. It was the game's. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there had to be been some more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? Okie dokie. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Alright, solution for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out of the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Who's that? Oh, it's Angel Star again. I wonder how that fluid of yours will react to a nice deli box. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. Yay, more food. This day-old deli box is on the house. Hey, it's a day old. That's not necessarily spoiled. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Alright, let's talk then. Let's talk some more. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Oh dear.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
I'm guessing that's the crime photo. Detective Star.
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard on the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know.
More food.
I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I dragged the dirt out of mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me
The cough-up queen. Yep, the cough-up queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean. SL9? Alright, maybe we gotta present some stuff. The knife.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman was the head detective of that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due to a transferal that very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Sure, tell me more. I can't tell you more. What about...
Oh yeah, this. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. Your wine was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time? Come on, tell me more. SL9, yes please.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled.
Oh snap! There's Goodman, there's Marshall, there's Starr, I don't know who that other dude is.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence, of a sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be? I guess she's talking about, Jake Marshall, yeah.
Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail, Officer Jake Marshall. Alright. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Ooh, more food. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch, yummy. Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. I want steak. Miss Star, Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Alright, so I guess we gotta head to Jake Marshall next. Where would he be, though? Police department? Hey, it's the Blue Badger. I love that guy. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here, after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Alright, look at the Blue Badger, though. Doesn't it look so good, though? The flag and the beater stick. Wait, that's not a beater stick. It's a nightstick. Got it. The beater stick. I couldn't think of it what it was at first. I don't know. Whoa. Guard station's looking pretty western. He even has drinks up there. This dude is not a good security guard. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So, beyond that door is the evidence room? The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Obviously, look at all the stuff. He has a lasso. Like, that's gonna catch someone. He has Texas on his desk. Oh my god, this dude is doing his job alright. Alright, so I guess he's not here yet, so let's go somewhere else. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? Who said that? Ah!
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe!
Now's no time for chit-chat, Bill. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean the one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal? You mean?
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, Bill?
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
So we have the suspect.
It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, Bill, all I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Good old Gumshoe. Wait, don't leave!
If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, Bill. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down to having a good cry. Later.
Gotta get me a steak. I want a steak now. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Alright, to the detention center then. How do I even get there? Right and go. And then, yeah. Alright, we get to see our, I guess, the suspect in the other murder. Not our murder, but the other murder. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down this road right now. Things will just get confusing. Whoa. Whee! What was that? Oh my god, I already know who it is. Because just from that text.
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I say.
Yep.
Hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the chief. Request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
Oh my god.
What? What?
He's the suspect. Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Oh god, it's gonna be fun voicing him though. The day of the crime. Let's check. Can I check his profile real quick? Mike Meekins, age 22. Patrolman with the General Affairs, suspect of killing Goodman. Oh my god, how? Alright, let's talk. The day of the crime.
Sir, I'm patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir.
Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Yeah!
What the heck is this guy doing? He's freaking out, man. Just leave him alone.
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no time for bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. Okay. The victim, though. Tell me that before that. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You had to label me as the perpetrator or a victim, sir. Then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So, you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of flight or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. I don't know, like, this is fun. I like Mike Meekins already. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
Oh my god. Yikes. So he is a crazy one here. Maybe we could show him something?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey, does it sir. That's it. That's it.
What? That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I better pry into this one a little deeper. That dude, why is he speaking through the microphone through glass? That's awesome. Talk. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know it was Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was flustered as you are right now, so I winked and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you! My own father's word, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right. Okay, reason for arrest. We're getting a lot out of Meekins so far, given how obnoxious he is.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim really was the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that if I had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly.
No, the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Oh my god, so we just learned a lot from Meekins right there, and there's a videotape apparently. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to end this episode here because we ran out of time to do some more. So I'm gonna cut it off here and until we'll see what happens next. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Cuckoo Crew today. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter so you can recommend any of the future games you want me to play or chat, your preference. Also, as you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get notifications on videos so you'll never miss one from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the next episode, we'll investigate some more. I guess we're going to prove Mike Meekins not guilty if he's going on like this. Super loud, I might add, with the megaphone and everything.
Because it wasn't him, sir. It wasn't him.
I'm actually having fun voicing Mike Meekins. I hope I get to see more of him. So, I will see you then. Amateur out. Terrible whistle as always.